275 4000. You can also send an SMS to 711. Alternatively, you can forward your grievance to the Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia or the Media Ombudsman of Namibia.
First and foremost, I want to thank everybody out there.
Please don't give a political speech. This is not the platform.
Yes.
The morning mix on Informanté Radio.
My favorite show.
You're talking about one person, Maria. The one person that you know, but you don't know every therapist.
Yeah, no, I'm saying not everybody's professional, but I mean
exactly.
But
so you stop defending her. We're not talking about her now. We're talking
I'm not talking about her also.
I'm talking about my
her.
cousin therapist who tells people stories.
Lend an ear and join us every morning.
All the time.
I listen all day, every day.
I don't know. I'm just addicted to it.
But Maria, I'm also most family of yours. Dis is die familie nie.
Sy het gister vir ons gesê ons is broers.
Hallo.
Hoe sê sy vir ons ons
I
is nie
thank
familie
you.
nie. Very good.
Yeah.
No, I've said your family zone.
Nee.
You just said we are not family. You are a Kwanyama.
It's my brother.
The morning mix.
Starting your day with a bang. You are listening to Namibia's best radio station, Informanté Radio.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9, Monday to Friday. The morning mix.
Sweet gang. GBE. Chessa. House Prince.
Burnabout. Chester House Prince with Burnabout on the morning mix. 8:24. That is the time. Moro.
Die goed werken.
Is hulle ingeplak? Ek dink hulle is uitgeplak.
Burnabout.
Why didn't you test them before we went on air?
Burnabout.
Oh, die is still loud.
Burnabout.
Sê gou vir my net. Sê gou vir my. Do you know what is Burnabout?
Yeah, I know what Burnabout is,
What-
but I just want to say before you ask me, before I answer, the first time I heard that song, I thought they were saying Burna Boy.
Burner boy. Burner.
I was like, Burna Boy. Burna Boy. You know, I love me some Burna Boy. So yeah, Burnabout must.
Yeah. Oh, Maria. Nee.
I know I'm not the only one.
But I love that song. It's such a cool song.
It's dope, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the formalities out of the way. Cause doen gou die COVID numbers vir vanoggend. No new deaths registered. 14,599. That is the total caseload. 13,774 recoveries. Yesterday, we recorded 122 new cases. It's a bit of a spike.
Little bit of a spike there.
Yes, but the active cases still continue to go down. No, actually, we went up a little bit. We are now at 674 cases, active cases around the country. But it's still looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of the numbers that are coming out of the USA.
Hey, gister was erg, né?
Is scary.
Dat was erg gister.
Yes. The current death rate in the US at the moment is at a rate of 1 American every minute.
Yeah, it's
That's almost like the rape stats in South Africa.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
yesterday alone,
1 rape a minute.
Yeah.
2,800 Americans died of the coronavirus just yesterday. So that's the highest total of deaths per day,
yeah.
of fatalities per day. So yeah, and obviously the big companies, drug companies like Pfizer, they are all rushing to confirm their vaccine.
There are 2 possible vaccines at the moment, of course. The UK already approved the Pfizer vaccine.
Yeah, yeah,
For use.
yeah, and they talk about that's about 95%.
Yeah.
It is about 95% success.
Yeah. But it's a bit complicated because you have to get 2 doses and you have to get them like I think 20 or 22 days apart. It has to be stored at sub-zero temperatures, which not everybody has those kind of facilities and stuff. I think the Moderna, what is the other company? Maybe that one is going to be more viable, especially for us in Africa.
What they're saying is, and we were talking about this during the week, is saying no, and maybe that is where our coastal town will come in again. Maybe the vaccines must be stored in Walfish Bay, and we get bussed in every day to Walfish Bay to go and.
But do we have those sub-zero temperatures?
Yeah,
Like minus 95 degrees.
Hulle moet net in containers gesit word, and it must just be there at the harbour itself.
Dan gaan ons allemaal hebben toe.
We go to the harbour, we go get vaccinated.
You are speaking from such a place of privilege.
I know.
And it's annoying me.
I know.
I
Jy kan maar lekker nooit wees op die Vrydag.
I heard this one yesterday, right? So since the vaccine needs to be kept in cold temperatures, ons kan hom met ice cream trucks rondvat. So when you hear that ice cream truck sound, then you know, hey, it's vaccination time. You get your shot and then you get an ice cream and a bag. Oh man! All right, guys, that is your COVID-19 update for this morning.
Yeah.
Mora, thank you for those of you who are already on the live stream, dropping your comments, sharing the video. Of course, we appreciate the love as always. Neville het gister aangespeel, so julle ken, he's not going to want us to just, skip over the sports results from yesterday.
Whatever. you know what? It's for the sake of sport, it must be mentioned, you know, the different results. But I don't feel Arsenal at all at the moment.
Yeah. Arsenal at home, beating Rapid Vienna 4-1, courtesy of Lacazette, Pablo Mari, Edward Nketiah, and Emil Smith-Rowe. Okay.
Yeah.
Home match, Europa League.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Is she proud from how the boys performed?
Whatever.
You know what is interesting though? There's a possibility this season that either Real Madrid or Inter Milan or both could drop to the Europa League.
Oh yeah, because it's the first round.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's-
Maybe even no. Manchester United is in a good position.
Yeah, United is in a good enough position.
yeah.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I can't picture Real Madrid in the Europa League, especially Inter miskien nog, maar Madrid.
Streetwise 2 combo. Ons iewers op 'n dag ons sal almal Streetwise 2 eet.
My bro, daar is even streetwise toe nie. Daar is hungry line.
Is hungry line.
Right. Sticking with sports, of course, let's look at some of the big matches for this weekend that you can expect this weekend. Saturday, of course, the big London derby. Arsenal traveling to what is
White Hart Lane. No, it's not White Hart Lane anymore. But yeah, anyway.
Tottenham's new stadium. The Tottenham Stadium, I don't know what it's called. That should be an interesting match Saturday afternoon.
I'm not looking forward to that.
That is probably the biggest match of the weekend.
No, it is the biggest match of the weekend. But Tottenham will annihilate us. That's just how I see this. No, they will annihilate us. There's just no way that that we would be able to do anything, because Tottenham is really there on the roll at the moment.
And that is actually the biggest tie in the Premier League this weekend.
Yeah.
By far, we've got Liverpool versus Wolves. I mean, that should be interesting as well. But
That's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it's not going to be as exciting
Smooth
as
sailing.
the London derby.
Yeah, but it's not going to be smooth sailing for Liverpool.
Yeah.
We know the pedigree of Wolves.
Of course. And then over in Spain on Saturday night, Real Madrid takes on Sevilla. They travel away to Sevilla. Sevilla, of course, just got wounded by a rampant Chelsea in the Champions League, 4-0. So it's
I
going
hope
to be
Sevilla
interesting.
bounces back.
I also hope so. Madrid has had like now, what is it? I think like four losses in a row.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So they are also going through a really difficult
Why
time.
so?
It's going to be interesting. Barcelona also travel away to Cadiz this weekend.
Okay.
Cadiz managed to get a win against Real, so you can't really write them off at
Okay,
this point in time.
let's be quiet.
Yeah. The Serie A log leaders AC Milan in action against Sampdoria on Sunday. This is Sunday, yes, on Sunday as well. Anyway, that is your sports. Ek is no moeg for the sports. I feel like Maria. It's just too much sports. But I will give you guys some good news though. Speaking of, competing, 2 lucky listeners that phone in on the show this morning can each stand a chance to win a $100 Namibian meal voucher, compliments of Altstad Restaurant in Swakopmund.
Ish.
Yes, this competition is going to run every Friday on the morning mix until the 11th of December, which will be next week. So make sure you pick up your 2 vouchers, or one of those 2 vouchers today at the end of the show, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then-
so I would love to hear who calls in today. Last week we had Monica Lewinsky.
And Stephanus James Ananias.
Yeah, they walked away with the 2 tickets last week.
Yeah.
Jy was mos klaar daar. While we were busy.
Maria was already in the coast, yes.
Yeah,
last week.
you were already in the coast last week.
Oh, in Fatima. Where
And the
did
nice
she
thing
go?
about having a pilot boyfriend is you can go anytime.
First time. Yeah.
You see, now she's even playing along. I like it. I like it a
Nostalgic.
lot.
Aren't you proud? Aren't you proud?
Yeah. So everybody out there, stay tuned in. We will be giving away 2 tickets. You obviously need to call in. What's the number, Uka?
Ik zei jullie die nummer tijd niet hier.
Yeah.
I don't want the phone to start ringing now.
Yeah, we've got things to get through.
We got
so-
things to get through. Speaking of, let's get to the things.
Okay, no, first, guys, let me just give you this it's like salacious post-election gossip because it's like so
the
good. It's so delicious, right? So the first thing is like in Grootfontein, right? So it's been reported that the former chairperson of the management committee, right, grabs this file with this. It's a damning report on. I think they were investigating them for corruption and magnitude and nepotism and magnitude of other. And the report was given now back, feedback. And so this outgoing chairperson of the management grabbed the file from his office and he starts storming out of the office. I'm not even kidding. It literally went down like this. And then the new incoming Grootfontein mayor sees him running with the file and he starts running after him. And there's this scene going on in Grootfontein. And the former outgoing chairperson of the man gets into a taxi and drives off and they couldn't.
It's a whoop. It's a
like a Nigerian movie, I promise.
This is like Mission Impossible.
Yeah. So this is actual news. I'm not even exaggerating.
You're not making this up.
No, I'm not making this up. This actually happened. But I was laughing when I read it. That was like the funniest stuff.
You just need to go get the file. Can I let the file, me?
Or this mention.
Oh my God.
Yeah, guys. Anyway,
we're probably gonna hear a lot
of those type of stories.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's coming out like even in Walfish Bay. So the previous management, they had made some decision to sell land like at some crazy prices, and people were ready to purchase those pieces of land, and that they actually like camped in front of the Walfish Bay municipality waiting to buy those pieces of land, because I think it was supposed to. I think the opening would have been like Monday or Tuesday, or one of those Wednesday, to allow them to buy land. So they were like all queuing up because they're ready to purchase those land. Took on me never management say, whoa, stadig, hold up. We're going to look at this situation. Yes. We want to know that it's first-time homeowners, that there's no corruption. So, vat julle se geld, vat julle se campingstoele, gaan hy stoel. We will let you know if everything is above board.
It's a new guard.
It's a new guard. Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like politics is just becoming so interesting right now.
It's unfortunate because it's the hour of reckoning has come for many. Corrupt politician, especially with the changing of the guard. This is going to be an interesting couple of years, guys. It
will be.
Yeah.
It definitely will.
Yeah, and Meme Sophia told the people, if they do not deliver, don't come to the SWAPO party.
No, we never
voted for them. You must hold them accountable. You must go to the opposition parties. And you must go complain there. Lost for SWAPO 8, which is short-sighted in a sense, because like you look at the city of Windhoek, and there's still 5 SWAPO councillors in there. And if you're talking about collective decisions, they will be part of those decisions, unless they're looking to sabotage. But if you're talking about collective decisions, it's not going to be the AR doing this, or it shouldn't at least be the AR doing this, the IPC doing this, whatever. It will be the city of Windhoek.
Yes, the city council.
Collectively making those decisions for the people, to benefit the people. So it's very strange that you want people to approach.
Besides, SWAPO is still running central government.
I was about to say, and who makes the funds available?
Yes.
Central government.
It's central government who makes this available.
Yes, it's still a SWAPO-led government.
But I can't remember the last time that woman said anything smart. I just can't remember.
I'm shocked what you just.
She's constantly saying things
she said that yesterday.
That I just tone deaf.
Yeah, tone deaf for sure. But that's your political news for the morning, and you will be giving you a lot of those because we know it's exciting times.
But at least, I mean, the president came out yesterday and declared himself on the elections, where he basically said, you know what, he congratulates the opposition for winning this. Obviously, in the different towns, he did pledge that it is a democratic system. And we will work with them. At least it comes from the president.
Yes. No, the president did well,
he
and
did
that's
well
why
by saying that. And I personally appreciated that he came out. So I think the word of anybody else at this moment within the party, we should stay oblivious around
Yes.
that
And
and listen to what the president has said. So
yeah, and I think that message came at the perfect time because we had somebody was under attack yesterday. The popular Hofni Ipinge. Hofni is the Sopo Party Youth League Secretary for Education. All right, and the headline said Ipinge defends "Go and eat your fish" comments. So he seemed to have made a "Go and eat your fish" comments, and then he was called to clarify, and he defended them. But this is just roughly what he says. Sopo Party Youth League Secretary for Education Hofni Ipinge has defended a social media post in which he said the Sopo-led central government would starve opposition-controlled councils. And then quote, "Go and eat your fish. You have been making noise, but just know that there is nothing you people can do because resources come from the central government. Ask Knowledge Ipinge how we frustrated him." Ipinge wrote on Facebook. Another comment from Ipinge reads, "It's good that you guys won. Now go and work so we see your work. Bring back all those fishermen. You won't do anything without central government involvement. You will end up frustrated." So what Ipinge is effectively doing is he's admitting that they frustrated people like Knowledge Ipinge, who had great ideas for the people of Walfish Bay, frustrated them to no end by withholding resources to sabotage them. And there is something very telling in that, this self-serving nature that Ipinge I don't want to paint the whole Sopo Party, but he is representing the Sopo Party here. And it just makes you very uncomfortable. But anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole article, but towards the end he said if the Sopo leadership had a problem with what he said, they would have corrected him, which they did not.
Yes.
So he was asked, will he apologize? And he said he's not going to apologize because nobody took issue with what he said. The leadership did not take issue. And this is ultimately why the party continues. Is people always say it's individuals in the party. It's not the whole party. Don't paint the whole party like this. It's just individuals. It's individuals. But the reason individuals can do it is because there's little to no accountability when people make this type of or these nonsense claims.
Because your silence is basically an endorsement
Yes,
of
an
his message.
endorsement. If people understood that you cannot make this type of comments and that if you do, there are consequences, there are repercussions, you get disciplined, then they will think twice about opening their mouths.
Yeah.
But if there's no accountability, people will just continue saying whatever they want and it will continue tainting the party, and this is really tainting the party.
In the words of Sem Dioma, these unscrupulous elements must be removed. Unscrupulous. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we even talking politics on Friday?
It's right.
It's out of the way.
Yeah,
guys, I just wanted,
it's
like you did sports,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to give you guys, it's an exciting time to be alive. So I think whatever comes at you, you have to take it with a pinch of salt, because don't get frustrated.
But by the way, how did we not talk about Adolf Hitler yesterday, guys?
No, why did you talk about Adolf Hitler on Monday? No, last week Monday already, after he won the election.
I'm like, wait, what?
You only saw that yesterday?
No, I saw
it during the week.
I think I saw it when they were announcing.
The results.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna be like ordinary councillor. It's one of those guys. But he seems like a prominent figure.
Is Uvudia.
He represents which party?
Sopo.
Ne?
Yeah, they won in Oshana. In the Oshana.
Oshana,
Vambu. In the Oshana region, I think Uvudia, if I'm not wrong. I'm not reading notes, but this is what I recall. Uvudia constituency, he won.
Sure.
But why would you name your child
Adolf Hitler? Yo.
I remember joking with my mom.
It's the worst name you could give your child.
Exactly.
Go with Robert Mugabe. Even Adolf Hitler. Wow.
When I was having my firstborn, right? My boy. So I was joking with my mom and I told her, no, his name is Lotta von Trotta. And it's a me with a beker gegooid. She threw me with a cup. Now imagine me coming in there and telling her, no.
Lotta von Trotta.
Mommy, here's Adolf Hitler.
Lotta.
Hey, yeah. Lotta after von Trotta moest nog. Maar hij is like, nee, nie in my huis nie. Very strange.
And so weird we're saying this because then Adolf, Lori, Pamo, Shikongo
Yes.
comments and he says, Adolf is a popular name in Namibia, okay? He's the second Adolf Hitler I'm getting to know.
It's the first one. Like, we only. That is just weird, man.
Mein Führer.
Of course, speaking of
What a funny morning.
namesakes, we also have a Sam Shafishuna Nyoma, who also won here in Windhoek.
Yes.
Which is, of course, the full name of our founding father.
Yes. Before we go there, sorry, it was just a correction. Thank you. I always need to clarify. He's a council of Umpunja. Thank you. Yes, not Uvudi. Yes, Umpunja. I know it was somewhere in the Oshana region.
I didn't even remember the one that you said first.
Oh, okay, but it's Umpunja. Just correction it is. Thank you so much, Natangwe.
I thought, guys, Maria, when I started seeing this name popping up during the election, I thought, I didn't even give it any further thought. I thought it's probably a Herero because it's the only link or the only tribe.
Maar die Herero Salis I can't Adolf Hitler noem.
My broer.
Exactly.
That's
and
how,
it's in the Oshana region,
That's
guys.
how crazy that period was, okay? Because you know what? It could have been even a parent back then who probably tried to appease the then government, giving their children and the children's names after each other. What I don't know, but I really just thought the connotation is probably it must be a hero. So now for you guys to come and tell me it's a Vambo now, seriously. Adolf Hitler.
I'm still okay. Fine. Adolf is the first name. Fine.
Yeah.
You know, like you
Adolf
can still
Hitler? Yeah.
Adolf Hitler.
But even in Germany at this moment, after the Second World War, no parent
will name their child
Adolf. Not Hitler.
Just
even Adolf.
I haven't seen even an Adolf in the German national team.
No. And I was looking at this guy's age, so it was clearly after years after Adolf Hitler passed, and we knew after World War II, and we knew the history already.
Yeah.
Knowing that history, did you just think,
It's my idol.
I'm inspired. I've always been inspired by Adolf. I'm gonna name my first child or my son after that.
There will be parents who name their children Trump. I'm telling you, it's probably happening in America right now.
Yes, I mean, there was. Let me tell you something. Speaking of naming of children, the big thing this week on social media was a guy that is named Martha. He was criticizing his father. He's like, I know you love your mother.
The guy's name is Martha.
Yeah, so the father named him after his mother, and her name is Martha. And the guy was mad. He's like, man, I'll never forgive him. I love my dad, but I'll never forgive him for naming me Martha. I know you love your mom, but come on, dude, I'm a boy.
I will go change my name.
I will also have
I will change my name.
Of I will use my traditional name.
Oh yeah, your second. I think he uses his second.
Which are mostly, especially with the traditional names, most of them are unisex anyway.
On your ID.
Hey Martha. What say you, my bro?
Maita in Mashuambo.
Maita.
Yeah. Tate Maita.
Tate Maita.
Man. And I me, I'm a very visual person, so I quite literally saw it going like this, right? The father is sitting there with the man. He says, I want our first child to be named after my mother, Martha. Okay, sharp. Months down the line, the woman is pregnant. At the birth of that, she's like, it's a boy. And the father is like, I said what I said.
I already
named him.
Yeah.
It's Martha.
Now that you guys talk about it, I think one of the strangest stories I came about yesterday was a parliamentarian in Hungary who was signing a bill against the legalization of the rights of LBGT.
Oh yes, I saw that story.
This guy, he's signed a law against the legalization or anything concerning
basically he's anti-LGBTQ.
He's anti-LGBTQ.
He's anti. This guy got caught 2-3 days ago in an orgy of 25 men.
Yes.
But most of these homophobic men are actually gay. They're just closeted.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
That's why most of them are homophobic.
Yeah, that's why they're homophobic. They hate themselves.
He got caught in an orgy. The police, it was obviously locked down.
Yeah.
So everybody probably heard this commotion in this apartment. En het zeker geklink soos 'n rugby game joh. Ho. So he jumped out the window. Hy loop kom as teen die muur kom.
And they got you.
And they caught him.
Oh wow, guys.
Quite a story, I'm telling you.
Go back to Parliament and gaan sê weer. What were you saying about LGBTQ rights again?
What say die mense so we can get into
Yeah.
I'm actually looking for something as well, because then I found out as well. You know, I mean, you gotta love social media, because that's when people tell you all these things, right? I mean, people do their research and they give you information. But it came out as well that the new chairperson of the management committee in Sokomon, I don't remember his name. I'm trying to find it. I mean, once I get it, I'll share it. But he wrote a piece, I think, to BBC some years ago, in which he defended genocide. He's a genocide apologist.
What?
He is the new chairperson of the Swakopmund municipality.
Yeah, the
a
management
German guy.
committee.
He's a German guy. I think he's for that Swakopmund association. What?
Oh yes, they
that
have
new
this
party.
party thing there in Swakopmund as well. Yes.
Exactly. He defended genocide.
So
He
is
said the Germans were provoked by the Hereros. Yes. Like that the Germans were just responding to the attack, basically.
Triggers.
Yeah, I know, it's very triggering.
Triggering.
So sorry for that, guys, but I just had to share.
That's all right. It's good that you
It's
share.
I know, but I should put trigger warnings, because
It's important that we need to know
Shots fired. Yeah.
who our
live
leaders.
amongst us.
Yeah, and I've always said that it was very important, whoever is coming into the Sokomun local authority, because it's still very segregated. I mean, we have a literal wall separating the townships from like other suburb, like a literal wall. I think you guys know, if you Google it, you will find it. And like it's along, I think, Tamariskia Mondesa. There's that wall. I mean, I went to school there and I remember seeing it, and it's still there. And I was just saying, whoever comes in is very important with the leadership, because you really, it can't be like a Cape Town DA issue, because Cape Town also very much segregated. Like Cape Town is nice only for people that are living well, and it is brutal for
If you have money, you're
if you have-
good. If you don't, you're bad.
Exactly, the inequality there.
I remember this. I think it was in 2017. I was hosting this big tourism event in Swakopmund, and as part of this event, this conference, we went on a sort of a dune drive in Swakopmund. Now the tour guide who took us on this dune ride in this bakkie, or this tour operating vehicle, was a German guy. So we're going through the up and down the dunes, and at some point we see bones, like skeletons. So this guy makes a comment about Hereros. I think this is a Herero.
This is a tour guide.
Yeah, it's a tour guide. I think it's a. I can't remember what he said, but he said something very derogatory.
Which was?
But I can't even remember.
Something about, I think you remember telling me this story, something about the skeletons of the Hereros.
Yes, but in a very derogatory way, like he's probably still looking for his mother or something along that line. And
The others laughed. They probably thought it
and
was.
the others laughed. I was sitting there like, you know what? I want to
Say something?
say something, but this drive is still going to be very long, and I'm really going to sour up this whole drive.
That's me.
Ja.
Dus nou, no, raak ons allemaal onsmakelijk.
Ja.
That's it.
Nonsense.
Yes. I would have also
Yes.
just called you out.
Yeah,
right
all of
there
us are
and
not
then.
going to enjoy
Like
this
I'm not.
ride
I'm
anymore.
not gonna be miserable alone.
Yes.
Ish.
Yeah. So apparently his name is Wilfred Groenewald. He's from the Soccermoon Residents Association.
Yeah.
So the reason I saw it, somebody now tweeted and responded to it, says, I thought the name Wilfred Groenewald rang a bell. In a New York Times, not the UK, it was New York Times article from 2017. This is 3 years ago. This man argued that the marine denkmal is essential to Soccermoon's tourism industry, and followed that up by insinuating that the genocide was indeed provoked.
So this man represents who? IPC or what?
No.
No, the Soccermoon.
SRA.
Yeah, SRA, Soccermoon Residents
Association.
Association. Here's the article. I want to go read it by the way. I'll send it to you guys.
Please say it. Maar is nga. Is nga.
Okay, kom en lees maar
We know
comments.
who live amongst us. It's nga. It's nga.
Bernard Bongoro now said, Bongora, our offices are closed until mid-January. Stop talking about SWAPO. We are on a much-needed break.
I saw that yesterday.
Damon Shanjaro, I know a guy whose second name is Emily. Yeah, he hated that name and got angry when teachers would use that name. Yeah, I had a friend whose middle name was Honey. Actually, his first name was Honey, and then he had like a traditional name, which was his middle name. Okay. And he also hated that. But Martha is a really nice name for a boy, says Jomo. Maybe the man wanted a girl from the very beginning, Martha for a boy. Janice Tobias, people in Namibia are wild. I know someone with twins named Baraka and Barako.
It's like when people find out like my son's name is Gabriel. They're like, now why didn't you name the girl Gabriela?
Come on, Gabriel and Gabriela.
Yeah.
Christmas. That is so us, guys.
Yes.
Christopher, Christophine. Miriam Tawi. Some Norwegian news sources are reporting that Adolf became the new president in Namibia. I'm hoping it's humor though. Yeah, man, it's fake news.
Yeah, it's fake news.
Fake news, yeah. Adolf is a popular name. Mr. Job Amumpanda is cooking already, says Avondre. Workama for Braku. Oh, nee, man. What's the number? Kalo, just hang in there. You're going to get the number.
Oeh, julle is oorag.
I have decided to not call. Julle tel nie op nie, says Ethel. Moenie worry nie, Ethel, as jy nie bel iemand anders wen hom.
Kijk, nee, weet je nee. This, and honestly, because omdat sy so Antone, it's the one person I want to at least win one ticket today.
Who's this?
Ethel.
Ethel. Because
Top
hy
fan.
het ons gas gegee last week Vrydag.
Top fan, moenie worry nie. Today is your day.
So, top fan nee, the moment we say bel, dan moet jy bel my sister.
Yes.
Dan moet jy bel.
Waar is ons? Estomi talking about the vaccine. It will cost you just to get the vaccine there. Though UK has approved, the whole EU has to be on board. Hey, UK is not part of you guys in your EU anymore. Let's know. Let's say,
Brexit.
yeah, we just hope for the best. Funny that a Muslim man created the first approved vaccine. Everyone thought it would be Bill Gates who will find it. Ndabu Nunyango, it's a novel vaccine as well. mRNA based vaccine. Guys, man, don't start giving us medical terms here. Dr. Shangula is not here. Never used on humans before, hence the sub-temperatures for storage.
Okay.
That's the Pfizer vaccine. Morning, guys, from Makwa Fan Makwa. Neville, tell us about audit interview yesterday.
Go check the interview. I mean, you saw the interview.
Yeah.
So go
Morning,
check
guys.
it.
I'm watching you all the way from Norway. Love the show. You're doing so great.
Thank you very
Hashtag
much.
Proud.
Kishan.
Way. So Estomich, you're not the only one watching us from Norway.
Who's that from Norway?
Miriam Tawi.
Okay. I got a sister who stays in Norway also. Stupi. From my father's side. What is God, man? My sister stays there. Yeah.
Ricardo GB, right? I love you guys. Keep on doing the good work. Please help and tell us Ghanaians to vote. If not, the 419 NPP will kill all of us in Accra before you guys come to Accra to visit, please.
That's the one country in West Africa I would love to visit.
Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah.
Me, I still have to do Ghana as well.
Yeah, yeah. For some Namibians who went to Ghana, I've only just heard Ngagute.
Yeah, no, I've got.
Very,
I
very
still have
positive
like. I still have
vibes
to
from
see a
Ghana.
lot of Africa.
And they say a lot of Jamaican descent or Jamaicans are descended from Ghana. That's what they say. Because even if you look at the Ghanaian flag, there's a lot of, that's basically the Rastafarian flag.
The colors, yeah.
The colors are basically synonymous to the Rastafarian flag.
I mean, if we're being honest, they sound almost similar as well when they speak like English. I mean, they mix it up in a very similar, interesting way.
Yeah,
but that's just West Africa generally, including Nigeria.
Yeah, yeah. But a lot of the slaves apparently came from Ghana 200 years ago.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
when they created
That area in West Africa was the loading zone.
Yes, it
But
was
you
the
know-
loading zone.
But you know, I heard it's also like largely because like West African men are bigger in stature, like generally tall and broad shoulders, strong, like very strong.
They can carry a lot of things.
Yeah, so I mean, for people, and in the slave trade, as I mean, it's such a sensitive time, but like during the slave trade, that's what they were looking at. Like even so, they fetched for hire when they were selling them, because if you were big, broad shoulders, thick, you sold for more because it means like you were stronger than the
Coral
average.
Islands. They would actually breed slaves.
Yes.
Who
Breed
look
is such a
exactly
bad word.
Yeah,
But that's what they were doing.
they were breeding them.
I
They
know.
would say
I know.
they would take
I know.
that type of slave that you're talking about.
and have them mate.
broad
So you now say
soldiers.
mate because you are breeding them.
Yes, you are breeding them because I'm gonna put you two together, you niggas together, and what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna make a baby, and the offspring I'm gonna sell them.
Nice, strong nigga babes.
Yeah, damn it. That's what they did.
Terrible.
Koroza
They
Kerel
had
Ken
400
Fredericks.
years to do it.
Dis Disa, mense. Yes, Disa, kom ons relax 'n bietjie.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it other topics, man?
All this.
Let's go.
Let's talk about the legalization of marijuana.
No, of course, that's your favorite topic.
Is that what we're talking about?
No.
Your
Yes,
topic
let's go.
is the topic.
Oh,
Okay, come back, let's net so 2-3 comments
Yeah.
and then we get into it. Maxwell Shihero, I don't hate Germans, but I think a lot of them defend colonial monuments in Namibia because they get a sense of pride in knowing that their forefathers conquered others. It's toxic pride. Avondre Karhumba Cubase, I will not comment on that drive-by defending of genocide. We just want our money as klaar. Ja, like
Ja.
dit is ons geld.
Ons wil ook onze geld hê.
yeah, but the previous comment is very interesting because, like I said, this is only happening to the German Namibian, like the Namibian Germans.
Yeah.
Because in Germany, those Germans are embarrassed. Are embarrassed by Hitler. Are
Don't remind us of Nazi.
embarrassed
Germany.
by Nazi. Are embarrassed by colonialism. Are embarrassed. They don't take pride in it. That's why they, like I said, they like Nazification happened there. They don't want to be. They would rather just pretend like they didn't do that.
They teach Nazi history,
Yeah.
but you won't see any Nazi memorabilia or
And there's no
anything like
pride.
that anywhere. Yes.
There's no Nazi pride, but then you fast forward to people like Steve Hofmeyer, and he's got the whole Nazi flag in his house, and you're just like, oh gosh, it's
You know, it's like stupid people are going to do stupid things. There's nothing you can do
Nee,
about
net
that.
so.
Richie Mutendere, Namibia is a country seriously divided into tribal racial lines. Very worrying. Swakop has now another fight with the history of racist white people. Janice Tobias, Ghana is lit. The
Yeah.
food, the culture,
Yeah.
the women.
the man.
We don't care about the men.
Ja, dat stel nie belang nie.
Dat is julle so goed. Alright, kom ons gaan Maria's topic in.
That is my topic.
No, you were asking us something very important yesterday.
No, okay, I was the day before yesterday. In fact. Okay, so I was reading this this piece in which they were talking about relationships, right? And the deterioration of not just sexual relations within that relationship, but affection and so forth.
Yeah.
So he said, as a tester, this is a psychologist talking. So as a tester, right? They used marriage, but I guess it can apply to anything.
Any relationship.
Any relation, but I'll say what she was saying. So this psychologist was saying, in the first year of marriage, right? Every time you have sex with your partner, it's just a social experiment.
Yeah.
Throw a bean into a jar. Okay, a little bean. Just every time you have sex, if it's 3 times a day, put in 3 beans. If it's once a day, put in 1. But every time you have sex, remember to put in a bean. And they're talking about how within that first year, the jar fills up relatively fast. Now, their social experiment gets interesting into the second year. They say now into the second year, every time you have sex with your partner, I'm talking about, by the way, if you are cheating on your wife or your partner, I'm talking about your partner, Diana Vatbedi Hazes. Not the other people. You don't put in a bin for the other people.
Not Mavutus.
Not the Mavutus. So we're talking about your partner. And then into the second year, every time you have sex, you're supposed to take out a bean out of that jar. All right. And so what they found is they ran this social experiment with several couples, newlywed couples. And the results were interestingly the same across the board, which is that while it took them a year to fill up that jar, it took them between 2 to 3 years to empty it, which shows that there's a decline in sexual relations amongst married couples after the first year of marriage. So I was asking this because these gents are married, and I asked them the question. But I mean, I think Neville, you said something interesting, that this applies not just in marriage; it applies generally to any
relationship.
I think we can throw any relationship in there, because any relationship that's new is honeymoon. I mean, if it's a new relationship, you guys can't wait to see each other. It's elke tweede dag.
Hulle besig met mekaar.
Elke tweede dag. And it's because I don't care really very much about what I don't like about you. Not that I don't care about it, but it's not that important at this moment in time.
Yeah.
It's just
and the sex overrides everything anyway.
The sex overrides everything. It's a physical attraction that we have for each other. So that jar would be full. I tell you, within 2-3 months.
Come on, I need 2 jars for the first year.
Paya. Let's get a bigger jar.
Let's get a bigger jar.
Yes, and interestingly, also this same social experiment. So the results, because then they try to find out why does it decline? What is the reasons? And like, I mean, a lot of it came into play, like children.
Yes.
Once the children's are there.
Who said that?
No,
Michelle. Michelle said that the other day.
Children.
I don't want to grow old. I don't want to be big. I want to stay children's. Children's.
So once the children get there, obviously there's a further decline because and then they're saying now house and work commitments also plays an element, because now you're moving in together, you have to run a household. It's different when you're living apart, and you could make that time and get away, and now there's kids, and so those were some of the elements. And then also apparently the third one, I wish I had saved it. And then the third one, I think, was just saying how the misunderstanding, the fights become more as well, because now you're getting,
if you're staying together,
if you're living together, you're going to argue a lot more than when you're dating. And that also contributes, obviously, because then if you argue, you don't want to have sex, it's like,
hey, but you get those crazy ones that only want to have sex when you argue. It's like, ek gaan maak hom kwaad vanaand because
and true what you say, Marianne. I think the relationship gets to a level where you guys start staying together, and perhaps we have children, and then there's a new element of responsibility that comes into the relationship. So You need to relate to my mother. I need to relate to your
mother.
your father that I don't like because your
You're
father
your brother, but for me, irritated.
yeah, your brother. We had a fight at the club the other day because he found out that we started dating. So I have to make peace with this guy.
Yeah.
You defend your brother. I don't like him. It's all these elements that comes into play.
Yeah.
And
And of course, also you grow older and your body changes as you grow.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's that element. It wasn't in the but it is.
eh,
No, but some people, the libido gets a peak as they get older. I mean, they say women are in their sexual prime in their 30s.
Well, I think it's also not. It's a blanket statement which applies, I guess, to most, but not. It's not
everyone.
necessarily true for everyone.
yeah.
Some people, even in their 20s, don't really have that high of a sex drive. Some
Who are
people in
they?
their 30s.
Who are
No,
they?
that's biometric.
Some of them are boring exes. I don't want to mention names. Yeah. You guys know yourselves.
If you are watching, you know yourself.
And if you dare to comment on the stream, then we know it's you. Yeah.
No problem.
So come and defend yourself. So wherever you are, come and defend.
No, I think your 20s are, it's, phew.
Yeah.
Your 20s are those years.
But
Indiscriminate.
like I have met people, both guys and girls, who had just generally have a very low sex drive.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a genetic thing or is it like a personality thing. I don't know.
Or maybe they
Yeah.
haven't experienced an orgasm and now it's just like.
It's like
So what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It changes. But again, to come to that, the dynamics of a relationship changes.
Yeah.
And especially after that first fight, that first big disagreement,
The one that
Us-
rocks the relationship.
that rocks the relationship.
The one where you are even like,
Why am
I might just exit this thing today. Ek is nou moeg.
Ek is so. Hey,
Vandaag,
hey.
say nog één ding. Just say one more thing. I'm leaving this relationship.
But
Tomorrow you guys are cool again.
it's the most painful part of a relationship, I think, when you come to that realization, like, say nog net één ding. Just one more thing.
That's my breaking point.
Ek gaan, I'm leaving. Nee, zingani.
PhD, LSC, HD, ADV, HD. What's a
Whatever,
degrees
whatever.
is die wat jy vir ons gee?
We're talking.
Ja, Cubase, hoekom klink jy hartseer tog? Ja,
Ja,
because
die man is hartseer.
some of them just wasted the best years of my life.
You don't have energy now. I don't have energy.
Yeah.
Because you don't have energy.
Kaloi, 20 men are high. That's why they ban 10. 30, women's sexual drive gets high. Sugar mommy is born.
So ho.
What? In the?
In
30s.
Men in their 20s are so high, so come
Yeah, yeah.
ban 10
Yeah.
for the older ladies.
Yeah.
And then the ladies in their 30s, so they start also sugar mommying with this kayangas.
Yeah, no,
Yo.
apparently so. Yeah, women's sexual prime is in their 30s, and then men's sexual prime is in their 20s. So if you find, and that's why I guess it's not even just. I know a lot of guys that are like 27, 28 that are just into older women. When I say older women, I'm talking about women in their 30s. Like that's their type. But you kind of know why,
Yeah.
you know.
Because anytime is tea time.
But does economics also not play part in?
No, I'm talking about guys that are also okay. They're doing okay for
Hey,
themselves.
look,
yeah.
if you can get tea time and then get a stipend
And
at the
cereal.
end of it.
I remember I asked Paulo this question once because he was into older women at some point. I was like,
Paulo.
yes, Paulo. And I was like, and he was just saying, no, you know, dating an older woman with kids, and he didn't have kids at the time. Dating an older woman with kids is so cool. I was like, why? It's like, oh, you always know they've got cereal in their cupboards, their drawers. So like in the morning, you get to have cereal and milk. They always have cereal and milk at home.
Well, you-
Wow.
Estonia is saying that's why get away for a partner is vital, right? The woman needs to be helped around the house. Men can't expect hardcore sex if the lady is tired. Nighttime, they just want to sleep. Keep the fire burning in any way you can.
I have no problem with you sleeping, Estonia. You can sleep. Yeah. Ek vat me goed. You can sleep, it's fine.
Just leave the consent letter on the drawer.
Yeah.
So we don't argue in the morning.
Yeah. I don't care if you are corpses. So right.
My broer, that's marital rape.
Salvat.
I see no
please stop that. That is really marital rape. And I think like it's like the second time you're doing that in the studio and it's just not nice.
He said the word.
No, he said just make sure it's not because marital rape is a thing. But you say even if you are a corpse, it's al net fat. That is rape.
When I say corpse, I mean literally. Ek wil net slap.
Yes.
Nee.
She's not consenting to it.
Yes, she's not consenting. It's net gaan jy aan niks as slap. There's a difference in it.
Alright,
okay.
continue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Asino is asking, so if the slave trade were in Namibia, they will take the Zambezi boys only.
Donkey. Yeah.
Most likely.
They'll take the Zambezi boys.
Speaking of the Zambezi boys, it's DJ Sia's birthday today. He joined us in studio a while ago.
A few months ago, yes.
Yeah. So happy birthday, my brother.
Yeah.
Your album is also out. We are looking forward to seeing it.
It's also Eliphaz's birthday today.
Which Eliphaz?
Eliphaz.
Khaled.
It's Khaled's birthday today.
Why do they call him Khaled, by the way?
Because he's that black. Yeah.
Ek het gedink die man is tough in die Khaled community.
Nee.
Hy gee vir jou ook kompetisie.
Nee, yes. It's because he's extremely black.
So you guys decided to call him
Khaled. And it's a name that stuck for the last 10, 15 years.
Yes. I saw it on his top 40 profile last time. I'm like, Khaled. I'm like, wait, is he joking?
Like, it's Khaled.
Het is ook een Khaled wifey of wat gaan je aan? But anyway, Neville and Maria, you should really visit Ghana. Very beautiful place and friendly people.
I can imagine. For sure.
Yeah. The kids were sent to hand over lace chips with cannabis. What are you talking about, Kaloi? What are you talking about? Which
Sometimes
kids?
I think Kaloi talks to himself.
Herself.
Or herself.
Richard Ralph Rama. Right?
Oh, is it Kaloi Buchter?
Yes.
Yeah, Kaloi ons verstaan nie. Oh, are you talking to Shines?
Shines.
I feel like they're texting each other and then she's responding to him.
On the stream.
On the stream.
Morning team, I'm enjoying the show from my rental. You guys are doing a great job. Happy because Arsenal won 4-1. That is Richard Ralph Rama. And it ends there.
Okay, we need to give the one ticket to Richard. I'm overruling the rules of this competition today. Because it's the best comment for today. Yeah. Because,
alright.
Yeah.
Continue.
Come on.
Arsenal won.
Thank
you, Richard.
Kaitan also left us a little essay here. Top of the morning to you guys. I just had a thought yesterday when I saw the news about the vaccine in the UK, and it really made me reflect as a citizen of an African country, like a third world country, and told myself, so what exactly do we African countries contribute in times like this? Like, it's so embarrassing to know that all that we can do is sit and wait for other countries to find a solution for us. Like, when does this end? Also, isn't this why these Western countries feel like we owe them, and in return, we need to fork out natural resources to pay our debts?
My take on it, we didn't ask for this pandemic in the first place.
Yes, but we could have worked on a solution.
Yeah, but I do think that there are Africans in the medical fraternity, especially in countries like Senegal, that I've seen who've been working around the clock to help to find a vaccine. It's not that we are not doing anything at this moment in time, and there's no European country that has the right to lay claims on our natural resources. They've done that indiscriminately.
Except for China. We gave it all to China.
And with impunity.
Oh, they're not from Europe anyway.
Yeah, and with impunity they took from this continent. So they are the last ones that needs to come and claim, to stake any claim on our natural resources. Because none of these things, we started it. Okay? So, Los ons uit asseblief.
Die plant fighter squad.
Nee,
Never
I'm an African. I will defend my continent with everything I have.
never looks like he just wants to sleep.
Vino.
Huh? Lieber Hiskia says so.
Is toch naweek, man.
John Shombe, you guys are laughing loud. The new mayor said he doesn't need noise in the city.
Job het gepraat.
Yeah. I am late. Sorry, not sorry. Ro. Oh, you were in a meeting. Oh, at least vandaag het die man meeting toegegaan. Liever Hiskia, I've noticed men in Walvis, not Walfish, it's Walvis. Over 40 and 50, sexual drive are extremely very unpredictable. 50-year-old men still drive to Wambu Peace 3 times a night.
Wambu Beach.
Yeah, okay, I think.
Dat moet voor Ronnie magnet.
Yeah. This
Ronnie.
Come on, this town has witch doctor. Die mensen gaan creëren, les of hoe joh. As you know, Kabikiti, when you have a baby, you start. When you have a baby, you start having sex like a teenager who is scared to be caught by the parents. Yeah, I know when there are kids in the house, yeah, it just never kind of goes back to what it used to be.
Bijnas.
Neville, hey, you will never handle me.
Wie is hij?
I lost it.
Huh? Sê net wie.
Is goed is.
Is dit nog goed?
Avondre Karumba. Fill 6 jars with beans for the first year, and the second year you start cooking the beans. When I listen that play, I can't dare see.
Wie is hij?
Wait, I scrolled now. That was Avondre. Yes,
Avondre.
Estomi, he's saying, no, it's good they find the vaccine. Africa is not the only place that didn't try to find the vaccine, but, they contributed financially. Let other countries hustle. We in Africa, we just want the vaccine.
They've been common.
Yeah, goeiemorgen, Magnet. I was also thinking, it's like, I would probably end up eating those beans.
Ja.
Like, I was like, yeah,
Second jy sê, man, luister man. Maar ja, kom ons koop net die goed.
But you guys didn't respond. Is it true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, come on,
Yeah,
it's
I
true.
mean, look, the decline is steeper for some than for others.
Yeah.
But it is there. You
It's
can't deny it.
inevitable.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Hey, and I honeymoon zone. It's like you are just done and you are ready to go again. Maar like after 2-3 years, you need like 3 minutes to warm up and to be ready to go again. It's like it's just even small things like that.
But what is it about marriage? Because I've heard also people that said, like they dated like a woman for 5-6 years before they married her, and the sex never died out in this 5-6 years. And first year of marriage, and then second, it starts declining. What is it about marriage? And the reason I'm asking this is because that guy was asking me, and I've never been married. I think he just wanted to know like the mindset of a woman. Is it full on no? Yeah, ek het hom nog gekry, so I don't have to put in the work.
And let's say it's like, like I'm not one of your hoochies. You can't do this, but I don't have hoochies. I only have you.
I need you to be my hoochie right now.
No, I can't get hoochies, but also you won't be my hoochie. What can you say now?
Yeah, so maybe is it a mentality?
I think so. I think once, especially my opinion is like, especially ladies, once after marriage, I think the mindset also shifts.
Yes, I think, and yeah, I get that. What I seem to understand from this social experiment is it's that the guys are still willing and ready.
Yeah.
To go.
Yeah.
It's the wives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they use a headache analogy, but apparently it's not even a joke. It actually is a thing.
Yes,
it actually is a thing. Like I have a headache.
Like now, even when we're in the shop,
skouer pyn. Hierso. Ja. Smeer my hierso. Yeah.
It's gotten to a point where whenever my wife tells me something is hurting, I just look at her like, It's like, it's rare things like, man.
I know what you're up to.
Yeah, I know these moves of yours. Roviera.
It's funny how we and I think both me and Mevrouw are at an age where we share this type of
Random
analysis
Yeah.
on a daily basis. I would come home and say, Mevrouw, my kniepyn. Jou kniepyn? Weet jy hoe lang pyn hierdie elleboog gedoen het? Hierdie elleboogpyn. En hierso nee, there's something wrong with my finger here. While I was doing the washing for the last couple of weeks, hierdie vinger staan nou die hele tyd net so. So I really can't. You feel it? Feel it? No, you're like. Then I go through. Here, asseblief. Kom voel me then. Yeah.
But they do say that, like, you know, as you grow older, all this, you start waking up with this weird niggling face.
Yeah.
It's like a knee injury that you picked up at like in 92 that hasn't bothered you. All of a sudden, one morning, your knee is just something else. But yeah, ouderdom.
We go as far as no, kyk nee, if you've known each other so intimate for such a long time, dan sal ek miskien sê, honey, weet jy hierso nee, right here, next to my left ball, ek weet nie, daar so 'n knop hierso, I don't know what it is. Sê kom, maak jou laat ek kyk. I'm like, hey, ek wil
Ja, as jy daar begin en Peter, dan sal ek ander goed begin het. So bly net uit asseblief. Ek kos lees 'n bietjie a few more comments before we start, before we give away our 2 vouchers for this morning. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. I'm out of Namibia to Ondonga. I just got a plot next to Job Amupanda's homestead. Chopo live sex is therapy plus a good training session. Sexercising. Chop chop.
weet jy.
Wanneer gaan ons 6 to 9 lounge? Gaan ons weer 6 to 9 lounge?
Waar is 6 to 9
Is it
lounge?
not 69 lounge?
Ek ken het.
Yo.
69 is, so, and this is a guy who was asking Ronnie about 69. What are you doing 69ing with another guy? Ronnie, the Magnet Canadelo, tell me who you paid for that article. Neville Basson, he must tell us about that article, Rod.
Oh, is it the article on Ronnie in the new era? I saw the article. Yeah, very nice article.
Oh.
Neville busy with ticket Rod. Oh, julle praat van job.
Wat is 'n ticket rot nou? Wat het ek nou weer gemaak? Sheerlik.
Weet jy die mense stout iemand gaan sê vir Ronnie ons 3 het kamma gesê hy toer. Hulle 3 sê jy toer kamma hy mos nog van Walvis.
Mutiti. Ronnie toer jy kom. Wow.
So Kaloi het 'n quick request so sê
Wat wil jy, Kaloi?
Sê ek wil vir Shines bel. Sê die nommer asseblief.
Ai.
Kyk
Ek
dis
sal jou
hy.
nou kom ek gee jou.
Moet die Shines se nommer uitgee nie.
Just hold on.
Oh,
I'm here for Kaloi.
Hier.
We'll disclose.
Rita comments?
0800.
081 4 grap.
Ayene.
Kaloi, sorry, I want to help
Kaloi,
you.
DM vir Shines.
Just DM Shines.
Ja, klaar.
Well, Ronnie is saying 6 to 9 chill and chow. We sell food and drinks.
Ronnie, I saw you posting that the other day where you guys were sitting. I don't know where exactly that is. Waar is that, Ronnie?
We're not advertising people's businesses.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Please call our marketing department for all advertising queries. Martin Emutoni, when you are dialing, you are allowed to be wild. Oh, when you are dating. When you are dating, you are allowed to be wild in the bedroom. But once you're married, forget about getting all those extra special things.
Yes.
So, it's like, nee.
Ek doen nie goed, ek is nog getrouwde vrou.
Ek is weer een wiese ma. I'm like, eche.
I can't wait to use that line one day. Ek doen nie meer die goed nie. Married women don't do like that.
That's a lie.
Rob Vera is saying, Ronnie, rarig ook. Off the radar for years and then boom, a whole article on Ronnie. Mabarapas.
Mabarapas.
Neville, jy lieg, jy wil net van Maria voel. Timo Kalam. What were
Ja,
you?
Maria, nou goed ek.
What you think?
Oh ja, jy.
Skase ons al jou tora sê.
Ek is hoeka vergeet nou. You know, ever since Maria's got this new love in her life, nee. Ons voorkom maar ek en Jay word net, Neville.
Moenie aanraak.
Cubase, asseblief, you know. We used to have lunch all the time, the three of us together. We would go everywhere together. Now it's like, I'm busy, I can't.
Maria used to call us on weekends.
First time, Jay.
Now she doesn't even chat when we reply to her.
Hey!
No, she doesn't even reply. You are like, Maria, what? Like, she'll reply Sunday night.
She's busy. She's busy beaning.
She's collecting her beans in the
Yeah,
jar.
she's busy beaning at the
I
moment.
can't, Jay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's a name I haven't seen in my comment section in a while.
Irriteer me.
Me Etuna Amutse.
Aweta.
How are you, man? Like, she says, I hope one morning I'll be able to watch y'all live. I always catch up later and I get so angry that I've missed out on all the fun. Blessed weekend, fam. I'm out for now. Snowing here in England this morning.
Wow, wait,
enjoy it
which
too.
part of England
It's probably,
is it snowing?
it's probably London. London is the
No, London.
crappy way.
Sê ek moet vir
London
moet vir
doesn't
toe nog gaan
snow.
keer. It's mos I don't need a visa.
London doesn't snow. You have snow. You have a little bit more up north, Manchester, Liverpool,
But doesn't the whole of Europe
Geordie
get
area,
covered in snow mostly?
Newcastle,
No. But
Leeds.
the UK not necessarily. Well, at least not London. Not common.
Not London. London
Yeah.
doesn't snow.
It rains a lot though.
It rains
know,
a
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
That's why it's not raining here. All the rain is going up there. There, the Europeans. Ne? Denzel Spiegel, she is busy updating software. I don't know what software and I don't know who. Lieber Hiskia, gee julle ander mense nou pas man. Hy through pas man. Shines, I dare you will send that number. Eileen Maiden Nyoma is also back here. I see somebody's some relationships are being rekindled. Monica Lewinsky, kan ek weer bel vir 'n ticket? Nee, Monica.
Nee, jy's oorig. Weet jy?
Het jy nie genoeg aan gechow laat nie? For me.
Maar onthou nee, as sy bel nee, and she's the first one, and we picked that call up.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It
Okay,
is
guys.
what it is.
So for those of you that are wondering what is this that they're talking about, of course, Informanté Radio, actually Trusco is a media partner to the fittest in the NAMIB 2020 competition. It's happening at the coast on the 18th and the 19th of December. It's in Swakopmund. And of course, in preparation for that, we have been giving away 2 $100 Namibian vouchers to 2 lucky... So 1 each, right? To 2 lucky callers every Friday here on the show. Right now, if you call me, and please don't call if you're not going to go to the coast or if you're not going to be spending time in the coast, because there's no point in you winning the voucher and then never using it, and then depriving somebody who actually would have gone and enjoyed something at the restaurant. I'll
Just
start
be
restaurant
honest,
in Swakopmund.
be honest. Don't call if you don't have any intentions.
Yes.
Yeah.
The number is 061-251720.
And I can tell you guys that for $100 at this spot, you can actually have a good meal.
Jade Mosora said.
We saw the menu. Jikana nga ice pine. You can get a nice ice pine for $70 to $80. And you can miskien dan whatever a
Jy hang te veel met boere. Wat is ijsbijn goede?
ken jy nie ice pine nie?
Although new.
Or the new.
What?
Die knuckle or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's
I know.
it smaakt baie lekker. And with a draft. I mean, if you're a beer drinker, an ice pine in a draft, that's $100. Yeah. So
$100 meal voucher. Meal and drink if that's what you want to, how you want to go. 061-251720. That is the number if you're going to be spending some time at the coast. This is the time to make that call.
it's a belre.
As hulle nie bel is ook nou.
Belre, wag. Ek gaan nou begin.
Shop is so right. No airtime. I owe Tamba. Tim Breaker, man. Come on.
That's it.
I already owe Tamba like a couple of bucks.
Talifat.
Goeiemôre.
Goeiemôre, hoe gaan dit vanmôre?
Ag, dit gaan goed.
Dis Kaloi.
Kal.
Ek moet aangaan.
Dit sê Kaloy, jy klink dan soos goed is. Wat is dit?
Ek het 'n bietjie flu man.
Het jy 'n bietjie flu?
Ja.
How's the morning?
Ag, is right. Kyk, jy sien view spy lekker hier in die coast.
As jy swak op of jy in Walvis?
Ek is in Swakop, ek is 'n boegter wat in Swakop is.
Nee, ek het hy stem hoor. Jerda, boegter uitgeknip.
Yes.
Nee, wel ek en jy kuier altyd hier by Strand Hotel.
Hoe is dit?
Ek is Lloyd.
Nee, maar wie is dit nou daar op die
Groen Butcher.
Is dit? So dis daar op die strip. Daar by die daar waar ons altyd gaan eet. Ek en my familie sit altyd daar.
Wat reg net so by die fireplace.
Luister, ek is volgende week daar nie, asseblief. So kom stap tog net oor na my toe asseblief. Laat ons net 'n bietjie norro.
Ek sal so maak.
Nee. Maar het is goed om jou stem te hoor man. Okay, at least now I put sort of identity.
A voice to the face to the comment.
Yes, yeah.
Dis so.
Ronnie Frasi view no morning glory. Is ek is my handwriting. Ek lees net goed wat
Ronnie
geskryf.
moet in sy bannen bly.
Kaloy, we appreciate you joining us every morning, and of course we appreciate the call. Ek sal jou contact details op Facebook vat as ons klaar is met die show.
Geen probleem. Baie dankie julle.
En dan sal ons vir jou in die res van die dag during the course of the day we'll contact you with the logistics and stuff.
Baie cool man. Thanks Kaloy. Ag,
Zeilen. Hy het uitgehard, maar uiteindelik begin bloos wat hy hoor ons praat met jou. Ek ken nie want hoe hy nog hardloop nie. Maar ons sal hom sê.
Okay dan, bye julle.
Bye.
Ciao ciao.
Lekker dag.
Bye. You too.
No, if there's one caller who deserves
It's
this
Kaloi for sure.
prize, it's definitely her.
Yes, from the coast. 061251720 while we wait. Koroza Kerelken Fredericks. Ek is op Azama die December.
Wie is op Azama?
In Cuba, dis Chester F featuring S-Man binne boat.
Oh
yeah, I know S-Man does his little thing there at the end, but like
is it S-Man die wat op die ander ding is?
Binne boat.
Oh, binne boat.
Daai sê ja.
S-Man is he's from Ludritz.
Sy boegter.
Ja.
Koning van die suides.
Ja, nee, maar I have an album of his.
Ah, okay. Jay, you consume a lot of local music, man. That's actually quite impressive.
I love it.
It's quite impressive. Alright. Let's
Anti-Poppy se kind.
Ja, Anti-Poppy se kind. Trasco. Hallo.
Hallo.
Alright, hoe gaan het?
Goed, dank je zelf, meneer.
Met wie ik praat nou?
Johannes Kala.
Ai, wacht jullie man, moet niet lachen. Johannes wie?
Johannes who?
Johannes Salamire.
Salamire. Minge.
Yes.
How are you, my brother?
I'm cool.
That's it now,
Now I don't believe
You want to dinner po stream tu?
Is there already?
He's always there. You tune in every morning.
Ori penyan.
Waar is hij?
Ori mo Walvis ja.
Yebo.
Whether iringi nyai
Aku no kandau.
Aku no kandau. Kwa tala.
Okay, no.
Aku na.
So akaro oku veno ka voucher.
Ande ka vena ponara oku.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, tu tengramos o ka vena na.
Very good.
Yes. Mara dinaro nandi mona.
Is there?
Okay. Ningangane so toma no kupo sha ko radio.
Yebo.
Ya ototro panjeno ka inbox ilo ka commenta po video.
Informate.
Yes. Atupo show ngengo ya mana.
Tarai. Kinge to ajiko ku. Tumina shines. Tumina cube so message o DM. Ninge na do comment ke ko po show yetu. Ninge to do ku DM na to no more ai sha tu popinge to man.
Alright.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Alright, bye.
Thank you for the call, my brother.
Okay, good time.
All right, have a good time.
Lovely weekend.
All right.
You do. So much energy, oh, my friend.
That's the energy I love.
Yeah.
That was a very cool call.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it's actually the first time that I hear you and you basically have a full
No, actually, you're very good.
Vampo conversation.
Yeah, I know a lot of the words, but structuring the sentences.
Siri.
Yeah.
No, but wow. I'm impressed, guys.
It's impossible to avoid bamboos in Namibia. I learned the language one way or the other.
Damn, but it's not.
Yeah, no, but it's good. I the one that I struggle with is Damara because of the clicks, but I also can nog also biggie converse.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, congratulations to our two winners. Of course, we're going to be talking a bit more during the course of the day. Julle albei, kom ons lees net 'n paar comments voor ons gou bysê. Duistem het verkoue. Sy klink anders. Ja, daai is
Skaloina.
Hey.
Who can you distem?
Well done, Kuba.
Yeah.
Yes, how do you know her voice?
You are telling on yourself.
Yeah.
Raymond Basson says, Neville, wat's 'n klippe gooi? Q en Maria, daar's nie orde nie.
That's the order.
Yeah. Martin, call me Cubase 081226. I forgot I'm reading the number out loud. And my confident lees of Ibom. Anyway, wow, Q, it's nice to hear you to try Oshiwambo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do try. Yeah, I do try. Baba soms hier so. Ethel to België regtig nie. Ja, het is waar.
Ethel het gebel.
Easel? What happened, Easel?
What happened? Don't we just have let's just be corrupt and give her one ticket.
Yeah.
Ethel say, hey, gaan julle praat English.
Extend some, my sister.
Yeah. All right, guys. So what's up for the weekend?
It's Fashion Week.
Nee.
Yeah, Fashion Week kicked off on Monday. We have runway shows Friday and Saturday. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get cute and go watch fashion.
Where's the runway show?
They're taking place. They should take place at Maroa Mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where the runway shows are. But I mean, in the lead up to the runway shows, which is today and tomorrow, they've had events. I mean, if you've been keeping up with the MTC Vintage Fashion Week, there's been events happening in the lead up to the runway shows. But like, great lineup. I'm so excited. I mean, I have some of my fellow Fashion Council members that are also showcasing for the first time. So that's just, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great...
MTC must also pick a struggle. Alles orals. Nobody else gets a chance to sponsor things because it's just MTC.
But actually it was good that they came on board because this is the 5th year and they only became a sponsor now. So for the longest time,
I'm just teasing because they actually show a willingness
to
put money and invest in local
exactly.
industries.
And I think the organizers of what is now MTC Vintage Fashion Week had been going door to door trying to get like a sponsor of this magnitude because there was just so much potential and obviously the creative arts, and I always support the creative arts, but and people were just kind of reluctant to jump on board, and then you have a corporate like MTC that puts its money where its mouth is and sponsored it, and now we have MTC Vintage Fashion Week, first year, 4th year for Vintage Fashion Week, but first year for MTC Vintage Fashion Week. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Obviously, we're living under very difficult times with the COVID-19, so I don't know how the sitting arrangements. I know they sold out already front row tickets, but there's still standard tickets for anybody that wants to go. But like shop for the arts. I always tell people like shop for the arts. It's amazing fashion. I mean, go look at our local designers, real raw talent. And hopefully, if you get to understand who the designers are and you get your favorites, you won't always have to buy clothes online or abroad or in the Truworths and Edgars, all this, you would actually support local, and that's always a good place to start.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Jay, what makes you?
Tonight, just home. We're having a staff party this afternoon here at Trust.
Oh, yes.
So I think
who won, by the way, this morning?
No, the cops won. But you're not going home.
Anyway. Of course I'm not going home.
Ek
het my naam
Ek sit vandag op die hooftafel met QBR.
Daar sê.
Hierdie me.
Daar sê. So obviously, after the staff party, I wouldn't want to do anything else but just to go home. Well, net chill. Yeah, but tomorrow, it's gonna be a bit busy for me. There are 2 events that I have to host tomorrow. So so my day is full tomorrow. But then on Sunday, well, like that chill days.
And also Serena Williams is fine.
Yeah, she's fine. She's still recovering at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she couldn't write exams because she was basically she was home.
But how does that affect then her
performance?
Yeah, how like her if she didn't write exams, what happens next year?
Yes, they obviously look at an average how she performed during
the other semesters.
Yeah, the other semesters, and then obviously she will get an average. Okay. So she's been doing quite well during the year, so it's fine.
That's good. All right, I guess that's that for
our show.
En Jay,
for this
hoe kom jy altyd vir ons vra wat maak ons?
Nee, ek is nie part van die show nie.
Ja.
Ek is net hier om vir julle twee te babysit. I'm just going to be home, guys. You know, I don't really do much. There's something happening. I think Cannibal launching his new album today. My wife wants me to go check that out with her, but I don't know. I'll see.
Yeah, ne?
So if I do something for the weekend, it's probably going to end up being that. Otherwise, ons is home alone, die kinders is in Loederits. Ek wil nergens gaan nie. Let's stay home tonight.
Hey!
Alright, guys, and don't forget also, this is not where it ends. Between 12 and 1, we've got the hour.
Yeah.
Yes, between 12 and 1, we've got the hour with Kofi and Tatinawanis. And then, of course, after 12, also, Dirk Kleinschmidt is going to be talking to some of the CrossFit athletes that are going to be taking part in the fittest in the Namib. We start with those interviews today after 2, so you can already start checking out who's your favorite.
That's it.
Wie dink jy sal wen? Ons begin eintlik 'n pot hier so betting. Yeah. Let's see who's the lucky one. Yeah. So you guys enjoy the weekend and make sure you catch all of that on weer terug Maandag. Be responsible, please. Do not drink and drive. Do not what else?
Yeah, asseblief. Just don't drink and drive.
Yeah, don't drink and drive.
Drink at home if you need to drink.
Asseblief.
Then don't drive. Ons check Maandag. Sharp.
Wake up! This public service announcement is brought to you by Informanté Radio. Trusco Media is committed to providing its listeners, readers, and consumers with newsworthy, informative, and entertaining content ranging over several media platforms, including news and radio content, editorial, traditional, as well as new media. Trusco Media provides its listeners, readers, and consumers with a fair, effective, and transparent feedback channel to communicate any grievances and concerns relating to any of the content we distribute. Should you have a complaint about any of the content we distribute, you can send an email to informante@tgh.na or info@tgh.na, or you can give us a call on 061 275 4000. You can also send an SMS to 711. Alternatively, you can forward your grievance to the Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia or the Media Ombudsman of Namibia.
LifeSave guarantees the growth of an individual's savings over a period of time. With guaranteed 8.5% compound interest rates per year, making your money work for you has never been this easy. SMS LifeSave to 31844. LifeSave, underwritten by Trusco Life.
This is Informanté Radio.
I'm just trying to get my dollar. I'm just trying to get my dollar. Itinye wakini my shoulder. Itinye wakini my shoulder.
You are listening to Namibia's best radio station. Informanté Radio.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9, Monday to Fridays. The Morning Mix.
Tell the truth. See, they don't make girls like you. You tailor made.